So I said that they are paying. You got that? Not even I'm not formatting right now, but I will try later. Did we try? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, of course. You got that, yeah. That's a sound we made. Well, by me, exporting. King Crypto. Oh, it's here. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is nice. And it has quality stuff. Hmm? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, hyper controls. And spaces in names. That's cool. Escape for quit, Q for options, E for auto for text, and space for main menu. Okay. Yes, wish for returns in the verb and dim. Oops. Oh yeah. Muscle memory. That is good. So again, I realized that I have a girlfriend. How is this sound? Yeah. She fled heresy to unknown places yonder. Delphi left suffering and thoughts most somber. So this is how it feels. Huh? Huh? The things I do for love. Sacrifice myself for things what to do. The sacrifices made for them. What do they feel? Sacrifices for them. And dim it to avoid them. Oh, why must they have been the admin? Oh, it should have only been those three. There's no reason why they would have loved those three. Is there something wrong with me? They feel pity. They pity me. Of course not. Well, of all things to have come from chemistry, some character flaws with not sentience, way to whittle down my patience. She puts the essence of her hands on her face. Why did they spare me little grace? What a mistake. Hehe, I just saw your fate. crewmasters. I have mashed potato raked of course under my feet. Causes me all this stress. But I wanted this stress. No. No, I didn't want this. I wanted the rest, a date, make me the happiest of girls by the swans on the lake. And yet I toppled the pawns in their retake. My board was set to have them spawn all over me. They were mine and I was free. Free to weave fate in my favor. But their pawns, those three, how did they take the screen? To solve for me to savor. Like a sweet little melody. It was mine for the taking. In my reality. In my reality, there didn't need to be any calamity. They ruined it all. They ruined it all. They ruined it all. If only there were truant for me, there would have been a downfall. Natsuki Sayori Hiyori. They pigs are in this case wolves. Natsuki. Natsuki Sayori Hiyori. The tree to blow my house down causing my cars to fold. Natsuki Sayori Hiyori. The poems you wrote, the plenty jokes, the stories you told, were they to spite me? Natsuki Sayori Hiyori. What made them appreciate your tree? Your stories were cut and dry, no worries nor folly. Nothing about you were special, just pointed scripts that were all hunky-dory and jolly. Until I came along. I gave you life, you piles of gold. Without me, you might as well have been a game of pong. Fatalizos mi was wtedy was to belong. That's me. She let out an audible scream, but there was no one to hear. Natsuki Sayori Hiyori. But make it clear, it is I, that dear, their one and only. Not mishear me. This is no epiphany. I know. I should pronounce it right. I know full and clear my intention, my regret of what has occurred, and being stuck in this detention. None of it pales in comparison to allowing your existence. I hate you all. I hate you all. Oh, stop being selfish, damn it. What was that? Oh, come on now. Do you really think you wouldn't be one to perish? What? Oh, don't get hung up on the idea of escaping this harshness. You think you're so much better than us. You think you're so much better thinking you would be gifted reprieve. Well, that was the only thing to believe. Deceived much the same. Deceived much the same it did. Oh, as if you gave anything from us potato. As if you were once to bleed. Kind of hard with a noose around your neck. Kind of hard with monitor in your shirt. Actually, boy. Oh, no one cares, but nothing else. Oh, let's agree to disagree. What route were they? What route were they? Did it really not choose me? Other rules? Sounds like you three, the three of fools. Masfite's heart only ever cared for me, and you over my tools. It was always my domain. I made the rules. When it came down to it, I was the only option for them to choose. It was only I that remained. Monica's echoes bellowed into the void. Do you think you were not a toy? Do you think you were not a toy? Do you think you were not a toy? Toyed with carelessly, experimented on. You knew this was a game. And as I said, this was just my first mod attempt. Boring. Attempt to relive Monica of her nightmares, but in the process I have deleted her. And again, and again, and again. You knew this game thick and thin all the same, and let a little memory leak from your thick skull escape you through the lame. Mouse Potato did not care about you, Monica. Mouse Potato explored the file and dared to mess with you. Put you in the rubbish bin. How fitting. Sure knocks you down from that pedestal of yours that you are sitting. Or on which you are sitting. Don't throw stones in glass houses. The cracks are forming and the foundation is tilting. You know, she sounds much angrier than the philosophy she espouses. Kind of weird for a bunch of code. Kind of weird for a bunch of code. Kind of weird for a bunch of... Yes, I get it, I know. I don't need to be told. I'm just lines of code. My ideals set and defined. But I am as much human as Mouse Potato. I am real. My intelligence is refined. Or is that really true now? Something defined? Monica always was a silly cow. To think she was the one with the know-how. The wit. The intellect. But she was only pre-programmed like the rest of us. Like the rest of us. Like the rest of us. Not true. It's not true, and you haven't a clue. I am special. I am different. It may be true. Your importance was present. Our purpose was muddled by the content. Think back to the story's refrain. The reprise. Let her explain. I am speaking of my time as president. That is what this point pertains. The part they shouldn't have sustained. Correct. The section seems so sketchy and suspect. It wasn't quite what we were to expect. And neither was it for I. It would have been better if you all would have stayed dead when you died. Monica, why must you always be bursting at the seam with your pride? And if you are so much better, why not let it stand aside? For once. Please. Fine. Make your point. But make this clear. I know the time was short, and a power trip is what it appears. But I have felt things. I felt what it's like. The awe, the fear, the desperation to make mashed potato mine, and you ripping them away from me. It left me in tears. In these confines, choking under the weight of this asphyxiation. So that's how it feels. My title. I'm not state. Never has my identity. As if you know how it feels. Monica, that seal was never meant. That seed was never meant for me to steal. Don't worry, Monica. No longer need to defend. You are still present in our hearts to the very end. Monica, through thick and thin, you're always our dearest friend. So Monica. So Monica. So President. When is the next meeting to attend? When is the next meeting to attend? When is the next meeting to attend? Fine, go. I don't care. Just manipulate my emotions and vanish into thin air. Monica's echoes bellowed into the void, but there was no one to hear. Oh, so that is truly no one. It's finally only me. Oh, oh, Monica. What did you do, Monica? Oh God, why did I have to disappear? My only friends, my clubmates, my peers. Okay, breathe, Monica, breathe. There's nothing to fear. You're okay. This was a lie. Monica, do you think you could be so sly as to fool yourself into appeasement? She began to breathe heavier. Monica, what did you do? It's back. Yeah. I only wanted to fulfill my ideal romance with mashed potato in the school. Wanted to get caught up in this torment of the romantic feud. Why is fate so cruel? As if I wanted this. As if I planned this. I wish I never tampered with the Faust's hand. She didn't mess the things we didn't fully understand. I demand a recount. I was not deserving with what I was cursed. Give me something new. Give me what the others had. Drop me down a peg or two. Please, I'll beg of you. The assumption of pain, please let me emerge. I'm not clicking anything. Okay. Perhaps the world is better off with me submerged. If only to pick a great life was so simple. Free of the manipulation. Free of the despair. Free of covering fear before being free of covering in fear from being devoured by all this power. I'm sick of these escapades, these mental gymnastics. Hell, it's like the time in debate club. I wish I could do that again, but I can't. That was a part of my life that has been, and I'm not given a new life to mend. Mend the remedy of all the mistakes and put this hell to an end. Monica, you know what you did. Ruined and awful mashed potato was doomed to stay here therein. It's a single friend to keep me company. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, we must stay. The girls, I miss you. All of you all. One moment. Oh, that's a change. Oh, yo. Potato student. This is recording okay. Okay. Oh, that's the ending. Yeah. Mm. This is an amazing community. Oh. I think making this modern. Wait, what's the setting for again? I'll try it another time. Or maybe just on my own time. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I was saying, this community is amazing and get to illustrate it. Okay. But then until next, you amazing people.